Welcome back, YouTubers, to my channel for Everyday Life with an Aspie. If you're following me right now, I'm AspieAnswersAll, or I'm AspieAnswersAll known as. I'm all about creating mental health and awareness versus basically sharing my life through with the speech syndrome, OCD and the like, as well as basically talking about more of me about all these other everyday topics that comes about pretty much of life support and encouragement for you all. And if you're new to my channel, basically I welcome you all with open arms. My name is AspieAnswersAll. Today I'll welcome you back, and hopefully that we're learning from each other and actually engaging with each other one way or another. So long further ado, guys, if you just landed on my page for the first time, basically I'm all about talking about right now the learning disabilities, which is all about basically ADD and the like there. And this is going to be like part 7 of the series, which is doing lifestyle changes, or shall we say, making lifestyle changes in adults and children with ADD. So here goes. I hope you enjoy and learn something along the way. So as you know, basically these are the most common steps that is known to actually help treat or manage with basically people with ADD, from children and adults alike. So number 1 is eat healthily. Obviously, eating a healthy diet of nutritious food can reduce the symptoms of ADD. Healthy snacks eaten at regular intervals can assist in maintaining proper blood sugar levels, however, controlling the hyperactive behaviours and improving focus. Appropriate amounts of protein and complex carbohydrates, meats and whole grains in each meal will help the symptoms diminish, however. It is likely common too that it's very important to consume the mineral contents of zinc, magnesium and iron in the right amounts. However, studies have shown that people with ADD, especially children, have been seen to be deficient in these minerals because of this. Be sure to employ meat, poultry, fish and nuts as part of a healthy diet. Number 2, basically, is getting the necessary amount of omega-3 fatty acids. These are found in foods such as salmon, tuna, flax seeds, walnuts and fortified eggs, and can do an excellent job for controlling the symptoms of hyperactive and impulsive behaviours. They also impact attention and memory positively. Omega-3 fatty acids and vitamin B are also good for depression. It is common for people with ADD to experience depression, as I said before, as well as the series of ADHD. Foods rich in vitamin B are meat, poultry, eggs, milk, yogurt, cheese, vegetables and fruits such as potatoes, spinach, avocado, broccoli and bananas, almonds, walnuts, figs, apricots, dates, whole grains. Omega-3 fatty acids role is an excellent source for functioning for the brain, which obviously makes them good for focus, attention and concentration. Number 3, making sleep a priority. Many children and adults with ADD experience sleep-related problems, regardless what it may be. There can be a time where they have trouble falling asleep, have disturbed sleep, or just difficulty waking up in mornings. Hence, when the individual fails to get adequate sleep and or rest, it aggravates these symptoms of ADD. Therefore, sleep needs to be a top priority. As we know, sleep is important because obviously it helps maintain a routine with regard to help this of the sleeping. We need to maintain a routine with regard to sleep, as in getting into bed and out of bed at the same time every day. To help this, also make it a habit to keep TV off, computers, videos and other electronic devices at least 1 hour prior to going to bed. This 1 hour could be utilised as preparatory time for getting to sound sleep, so therefore maybe some sort of wind down period in that hour, be it reading a book or listening to music or something. Number 3 is listening to some light and soothing music, as I just said, can calm down the nerves and induce good deep sleep rhythm. Another one is some mild aromas. It can be used in the room, can do a wonderful job of relaxing the mind. And then intake of caffeine should be reduced as low as possible. Caffeine has got the notoriety to actually interfere with sleep. Number 4, consider starting on stimulants. Both children and adults alike with ADD can be put on stimulants to prevent the symptoms of ADD. Medication can be effective in suppressing the symptoms to a certain extent for as long as they are used. Medication is usually effective in addressing the issues when used in tandem with other treatment options such as cognitive behavioral therapy, diet, exercise. Again, this can be as long as for the person is on their medication. Medication is an approach to suppress the symptoms of ADD, not a solution to cure it, as I said so many times before. Stimulants are usually the most common medications prescribed for treating ADD. They are seen as the most effective type of medication in treating ADD, for they are backed by extensive research that proves their effectiveness. Ritalin, Concerta, Daytrona, Dexedrine, Adderall, and Vyvanse some of the stimulants which are seen as beneficial for ADD. patients. All the patients do not respond to the same medications alike. However, one person with AD may show similar improvement, or the same drug may not show similar improvement to another with ADD. Number 5, talk to a doctor about a non-stimulant drug. Those are just Strattera and other antidepressants also prescribed in some areas, though, or cases, should I say. Some high blood pressure medicines such as clonidine and guanosine are also prescribed for ADD. These medicines can be effective in suppressing the symptoms of hyperactivity and impulsive behavior, though are not very helpful in dealing with attention-related problems. Non-stimulant drugs work differently compared to stimulant drugs. The two types of medications are often combined to give a better effect. Research also supports the idea that a combination of drugs is often a better option for treating ADD than a single drug used alone. In this case, a child or an adult with ADD is put on a small dose of medicine, but this is slowly raised until some effect is observed from the administration of the medicine. This is termed titration. The goal of using this form of medication is for treating ADD to benefit the person as much as possible while limiting the exposure to side effects. So therefore, what I'm saying is some medication can work for others and some may not. Number 6, maybe take up yoga, tai chi, taekwondo, and meditation. The benefits associated with yoga and martial arts are plenty. Many physical and mental benefits are associated with regular practice of many of these forms addressed. This is especially true for children and adults with ADD. Regular practice and an appropriate manner of any of these forms helps one to build self-esteem, self-control, builds focus, and stay organized. When your self-esteem is high and you feel in control of your life, you are feeling better equipped to deal with pressure, stress, bullying, etc. Yoga and deep breathing techniques such as pranayama are self-calming techniques that can help greatly in treating ADD too. Regular practice of meditation can ensure the prefrontal cortex is buzzing with activity. That is in the region in which the brain is responsible for focus, attention, organizing, and impulse control. Number 7, getting adequate exercise. As we know, this is one of the most striking characteristics of ADHD is hyperactivity. Children and adults with ADD are always on the go. They find it difficult to sit at a place for long periods of time. They have the constant urge to do something or the other, be it running around, climbing trees, and fidgeting around. Exercise is a great outlet for this kind of urge. When they are given the appropriate guidance and shown the right way to expand their energy, the symptoms or the intensity, symptoms not come down, but they can be guided to excel and take the charge of their life. Child, especially with ADD, can be encouraged to take up physical activity or extracurricular in school. The physical activity can be as simple as, taking a walk, hiking, running in parks, taking a pet for a walk, watering plants, bicycling, or can be some organised sports such as soccer, hockey, badminton, basketball, volleyball, etc. For children and adults with ADD, getting proper and adequate sleep is an issue, though, however, exercising during physical activity ensures the person can sleep better. Number 8, seek out a support group. As we know, support groups are really important and it plays an important role in helping people with ADD or many other mental health conditions, however, to understand their disorder, symptoms, and better for this type condition of ADD. This can help them accept their problems and situations, which can improve their involvement in their treatment. The more positive they are, the more effective it will be. A support group can be a platform where a lot of available strategies, approaches are to be shared. It is a place which makes them realise they are not only the people with this problem, they can do a good job of dealing with it, and then they can be equipped to do so with the help of others around them. Number 9, use white noise to combat wandering focus. Children and adults with ADD find it difficult to focus their attention on the task they are trying to do. They are easily distracted by their surroundings, the happenings, the sounds, and the people around them. However, some white noise sounds do have calming effects on certain individuals. This distraction can be especially bothersome when they are preparing to study, physical or comic or other serious work that is needed to be solely focused on their attention. Provide a quiet and least happening place, and if that doesn't seem to work, have a running electric fan or static radio available to combat that silence. Number 10, basically, last but not least, getting a pet. Studies have shown that a pet can succeed in bringing down the hyperactive, impulsive, and aggressive behaviour in children, but it also shows other remedies also in having pets. So this also suggests that people who take care of their pets are less likely to be affected by depression and anxiety related problems. If getting a cat or dog is feasible for your situation, you may want to consider it. Getting involved in playing with your pets boosts the levels of serotonin and dopamine in the brain naturally. It may also prefer your child a sense of responsibility when offering caring for the pet. Well, basically that ends part 7, I think, from memory of what I'm up to of episode 1, lifestyle changes of the ADD series. Give me a like, thumbs up for support and engagement. Comment below if you think there's anything else that will help your bros in the hood, basically, of what they need to know about, or what will help them, with ADD and that. But just remember, be kind and all this, because obviously everyone's, method of treatment may work for them but may not work for others, and vice versa. Just a plan of respecting each other's, opinions and whatnot. Feel free to private message me on Facebook or on AspieAnswersAll, or direct message me on YouTube. Also feel free to follow me on Twitter as well as Facebook, AspieAnswersAll. Feel free to subscribe to me because I'm hoping on the daily or weekly to basically go about my way and actually, do more on these series and more. So, in all further ado, thanks for the support, thanks for watching, do what you love what you do, and I'll see you all again soon.